So there are several transportation options from the Phuket airport to wherever you happen to be staying on Phuket. The airport's located kind of away from all of the most of the urban areas that you're likely to be staying in. So you can end up paying quite a bit, but there is a cheap transportation option which I'll describe in this video. Okay, so if you're at the Phuket airport and you're on the top level, then there's a Subway and a Burger King and a couple other places. But if you walk past them, about a year ago, so in the middle of 2018, they put in a whole bunch of these little food stalls. It's kind of like a lot of the food courts that you might have seen in Bangkok, where you go to this central location and put money on a card. So you get this cash card here, and you put X amount of baht on the card, and then you spend it, and whatever you don't spend, they'll refund to you after you eat. So they have all kinds of food stalls of different cuisines, kind of like some street food type stuff, but basically they've got some Japanese food and halal food and some northern Thai food. It's all okay prices. It's not crazy cheap. It's not like eating at Magic Point in Don Mueang or Savannahboom, or like a Shok mall in Bangkok. So the prices are a little high, or more like airport prices, comparatively speaking, but the food quality is really good. You know, you're not going to get robbed there, but you're not going to get a super cheap deal the way you would at like Magic Point in Bangkok at one of the two airports there. But it's real clean, it's real nice, really quick. Everything we've ever gotten there has been really good quality, and they've got a little coffee shop there and a little Thai dessert shop right there. So they've got some kind of local northern cuisine. I got a kaprao fried rice with chicken, and we got this set with teriyaki mackerel, and then we also got a ramen that was made with like black garlic, so it's a fermented garlic ramen with pork and eggs, and it's a Japanese style ramen. Okay, so you have basically three options for transportation from and to the Phuket airport. When you get to the airport, there's really only one way to go out. So if you just follow the signs that say ground transportation, unless you're getting picked up from the airport by someone who's already there in a car, if you're going to hire transportation, then you go out this one big door. To your right, you'll see a little cafe, and then straight ahead, if you walk straight ahead, you're going to run into lots of people wanting to hire a private taxi. So that is the most expensive way to travel. It's also the quickest. So if time is most important to you to go straight from the airport to your hotel, or later from your hotel straight to the airport, then unless you've booked pickup service with your room that you booked before, then hiring a private taxi is going to be your best bet. But expect, if you're going pretty far, like all the way to Kata or Rawai, expect to pay like 1,200 baht one way. That's for the whole taxi. So if you have multiple people involved, the price per person would go down. If you just walk straight out that door for the ground transportation and hit the little desk that's sitting there, then they're going to book a shared minivan for you. Now, that is way less expensive because it's going to be between like 150 and 200 baht per person. However, when you book the shared minivan, they wait until they get the whole van full before they leave, which can take like 30, 45 minutes. Then the van will leave the airport and go to the office of the company that runs the vans, where then they plan out their route. That can take another 20 to 30 minutes. Then they're going to go drop each person off at their hotels all around the island. It's a big island. So, you should expect 2 to 3 hours before you get to your hotel in lots of cases if you're taking the shared minivan. So way cheaper, way slower. Now, there is a cheaper and faster route, not as fast as the taxi, but early in 2018, they changed this former thing that was a public bus over to this new company that runs this thing called a smart bus. And the smart bus, if you walk out the ground transportation door at the Phuket airport, look up and to your left, you'll see signs on the ceiling that say public bus. So if you follow that, you'll see just shortly ahead that there's this parking area where there are these 3 different routes. They have public buses there. There's P1, P2, and P3. And if you walk over to those buses, there's a giant sign on the wall that has the route. Basically, they go one long route out and the same route back. There's a route P1 or P3, I forget which it is. There's one that goes down the west coast, so it goes out of the airport through Surin, Kamala, Karon, Kata, and Rawai. And if you're going all the way down to the bottom end, it's going to be like 170 baht. They prorate it if you're taking a shorter route. But be sure that you negotiate that prorated shorter route. I've seen the drivers of the bus charge people on a short part of that trip the full price, but you don't need to pay 170 baht if you're only going from one stop to the next stop. So look at the table. I'll put like that bus line's schedule up here, and you can see that there's this prorated amount that you pay if you only go between 2 stops. Now you can either pay cash if you have exact cash, they won't make change on the bus, or you can buy this magic rabbit card that costs 100 baht for the card, and then they put anywhere from 200 to 400 baht on the card, and then you just swipe the card on the bus and it pays for your trip. So in any case, make sure that the bus or the driver is only charging you for the portion of your trip that you're taking, unless you're taking the whole trip. So when I go, I'm usually going from the Phuket airport all the way down to Qatar, which is the whole fee, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're only going like to Surin Beach, or you're getting on at Surin Beach and you're going down to Rawai, then you shouldn't be paying the whole 170 baht. So anyway, you should know about that bus and look for where the local bus stops are. So in these communities, there's like one major bus stop. They don't stop in a whole bunch of places, which is good because it makes the bus route faster. But if you're not at that bus stop at the time that they pick up, they will not stop in other places. They'll just drive past you regardless of how wildly you're waving at them. Also, be aware that because the locals who drive the taxis and the tuk-tuk drivers and the people at the hotels who arrange those rides for people, they're not really interested in the competition from the smart bus. So if you ask at your hotel, or you ask some random taxi driver or tuk-tuk driver or something about the existence of the smart bus, they will tell you it does not exist. They will tell you. I speak okay Thai, and I have a Thai partner. And even speaking Thai with local people, I would have to tell you that when this thing was launched for a few months, nobody would tell us anything about it, even though it was running. Now, the good news is it now has those bus stops. And you can see in this picture, here's an example. So that is clearly marked bus stops. But they used to not have the bus stops, and they didn't even have a really clearly designated place to park at the airport. So you had to know about it to use it, but nobody would tell you about it if you asked, even if you asked very direct questions. But it seems to be a little more accepted, although I'm sure the taxi drivers and the van companies are not super happy about it. But anyway, so there's the Smart Bus on Phuket. I'll see if I can find a link to their site and put that in the description below. And good luck. Have fun on Phuket. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to be aware of future videos on my channel.